another welcome.
Just left all these.
Skiller. Lord Glaucos told us.
$503 armor. Fire damage. Ta-da-da. FG 4G. The hidden place behind the rocks. Boom, boom, boom.
Ah, you found your way here. I'm excited for you to meet my two friends.
Ah.
I need to wait.
One more hidden area. Afternoon, look. What's up today?
I don't hear anything, but
Ouch.
be listening in, observing us.
You are a bit ill, not happy at least. Oh, did you catch a cold?
I've got a bad feeling. Keep your wits about you unless you fancy a quick trip to Hades. Need to wait.
They removed 14 teeth, it might get infected, not sure. Oh, okay. Are they going to replace it with another tooth? You see the dentist at Monday.
It appears that he's filled with nemesis. Mistress, how you... You are not her! Wait. Let me die. Let me die. Let me die.
Let me die, don't die.
Is that you? Please, mistress, do not leave. The ichor of Titans. Nemesis, please.
The tortured priest. Hey, Betty Beast, what's up?
Last, I told you.
Is there anything known how many acts will be this game? Nope, nothing. We don't know, they haven't said anything about that.
I see you met Cluman. Poor fool. He resisted old age for so long, but sought true immortality. So I gave it to him. How cruel of you to steal my gift.
You did the right thing, Dad. I think. Living in pain for centuries, denied the peace of Hades. It must have been torture.
It must have been torture. It must have been torture.
Two friends here. I wonder if there's another priest here somewhere.
Zoom in. Ta-ra-ta-ta-ta-ta, I'm killing bitchy spiders. Can I? Yes. The blood of sacrifices will flow for the King of Titans' favor. Rejoice, beast, man, and beastman. Hello, Crossbones. How are you today?
Carrying too much.
Once again. Carrying too much. You are doing fine. My morning today was very awesome, and my evening is just an evening. Nothing special about it. Drawing project. Ah, do you like drawing stuff?
Oh, gods.
No room for that. Carrying too much.
He's carrying way too much.
I'm carrying too much.
Oh, yeah. Ah, monsieur, I have been
Ah,
carrying
mistress.
as you asked. She will see. Rise, fallen brothers! Defend your home! A gift within.
And so you've ended the lives of two men who survived my seal's fall and the long sentence.
You are far from pro level. That's fine if you do it as a hobby.
Ask yourself,
You can try prove yourself over time, so...
You... God, no way. Surely you've absorbed enough Nemesis energy now?
This penny build looks a bit boring. Don't you like it? Oh, the army of elephants is here. What's up, Rodel? How is Canada doing? I think I have used all braziers. Let's go back. You got to do this for a living. Well, it is up to you to try to improve yourself, become better, and chase your dreams. Go after it. I'm forgetting. Down there it should be. The fourth one should be down there. Canada is good. Your mild rainstorms in the west are done for now, at least 2 days. Oh. If it is mild rainstorms, I don't see this as a bad thing necessarily. Of course, if it is very strong rainstorms, it is not fun, but mild rainstorms should be okay. No room for that, no room for this. Where is that brazier? Maybe it is there and I forgot to activate it. Let's go back there. Does the TQ2 map design look a bit weak in comparison to... I would say that you are correct. It is not just you. I would say that Titan Quest 1 map design looks better than the second one. I don't know. I will have to search all over the place again for the fourth brazier. It is not really worth it, so... I forgot where that one is. One is here. Anyways, that is not important. You got the strength of the knife, you want to spell check that to anime build. Strength of the anime would be very confusing. YouTube got it to spell check that to anime. Oh. Yeah, strength of the anime. Strength of Dragon Ball. Did you like it, Redolf? The Staff of the Nile. But the bad news is that that video got almost no views, so I can feel it coming. Do you know that old song of Phil Collins that says, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. The end is nigh. Da da da. Traveler's Refuge. Let's go there. You doubted the value of the vitality staff ability is turning attack good. Yes, turning attack is always good. Look, if an enemy is in front of you, very close to you, all three projectiles will hit it. And especially if you fight a boss and the boss is big.
Need something.
Don't want this, don't need this. Fire Spinner is the winner. Health potion. Maybe I should go and increase the levels of the enemies, because this build is very powerful for those enemies. Gold. Da, 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 da. Can you see the skill passive tree? Hello, Nevermimos. There is a quest bug when you try to fight the Hthea prisoner, the warden doesn't drop the key. I've been able to complete that quest successfully. Now, I don't know, maybe to some people this bug appears and to others it doesn't. But so far so good for me. I don't think I have ever encountered that bug. You got to see the skill tree, passive tree. I will show you, but before I show you, because I don't go to forget it, I will go... use remnants, not yet. Okay. So, what do we have here? We have Core Mastery. 10 points on this one, with Indomitable and Onslaught. We have Warfare Mastery, 7 points on Battlefield Awareness with Vitality Drain and Enhanced Resistances. We have maxed out weapon proficiency and we have attack speed helmet change. We have maxed out this one, combat rush. We have armor damage. 5 points on Heart of Battle with the feats enhanced limits. And for Earth we have Earth Enchantment with Earth Enchantment Fire Imbuement and Ring of Flame, Enhanced Amplify, Empowering Flame, Weakening Hit. And some of... I can max out this one actually, but I don't really need to do that. I will max out this one because this one gives more fire damage. So this one is maxed out now, weapon area modifiers. Maxed out Earth Wielder with helmet sense attack damage. Maxed out Combustion with chance radius. That's it. It doesn't drop now, not in the current patch. Oh, it is a new bug. Ah, okay. I guess I will reach that area a little bit later. We will see what happens. You should make more Grim Dawn content. You have newly discovered it after beginning Titan Quest for years and not enjoying so much Titan Quest 2. I was making Grim Dawn coded some years ago, but then I stopped. And it makes zero sense for someone to start making Grim Dawn coded at this point in time. Unless they want to do it totally as a hobby, they don't care about growing their channel or whatever. The perfect time to make a new Grim Dawn content is when the new expansion releases. Unless somebody has built up a channel based on mainly on Grim Dawn, so they could still make some coded of that game. But my channel is about Titan Quest mainly, not Grim Dawn. And Titan Quest is also dead. People are bored and tired of watching my Titan Quest coded, so this channel is dying pretty fast. And it will be dead before you know it. So no Grim Dawn for me. No coded of Grim Dawn from me, and no Grim Dawn for me, not even outside of making coded. Revisit when new DLC comes out. I would say that the new DLC will come out around March maybe, or around April next year. It is just a guess of mine, I don't have any info. I don't know. But if I had to guess, I would say maybe around April. The first day of April. How about that? Oh, I'm dead. Meat. Any idea when chapter 3 release date? Nope, I don't have a clue. But I would guess next year. Because all we have left for this year is December, the rest of November, but we already got a big update in November, which is the character creator feature. Based on the roadmap the developers released some time ago, the only one big major feature left to come to this game in 2025
Need
is a new
something?
mastery. I died. Fire spinner is the winner. You hope it is Rune Mastery? Nah, Rune Mastery doesn't fit in Titan Quest. We thought at least having a... you know, because in Ragnarok we got Rune Mastery, because Rune Mastery with Ragnarok goes... it is a perfect fit. But runes with Ancient Greece, they don't fit, not really. Okay, how do you solve this one? You do this thing. Ah, this one is still on. You do this move, or you do this move. Is there any other new action RPGs coming out anytime soon? Do you know, guys? Hello to you, Sagasius. What's up? I'm jabbing like a rabbit. A pig. Give Molly to the pig. Trade, nice. How do you feel about Titan Quest vs Titan Quest? Titan Quest is still the better game, but Titan Quest 2 has great potential to become super great. And I think that Titan Quest 2 is already a great game. But it is not there yet because it is not a complete game, it is just early access, so... And also it is not really fair to compare an early access game to a game that is... Not only is it completed, but it has also received multiple expansion packs and updates and patches and everything. But as is right now, Titan Quest 1 is the best. Come on, Ichthian, show thyself.
Not yet.
Okay, we are up here, I can go that way, that way. Wait, what is up? No, is this the place with... No, it is down here, I think, the turtle, it is down here. Do this move, do that move, and go there. Any game made with UE5 runs like trash. Unfortunately, I will have to agree with you. Or it doesn't run like trash, but it has very heavy requirements for, you know, the system requirements. But I think that the biggest problem with games based on UE5 is probably that also UE5 uses the update systems, update methods for graphics to give you more FPS, fake FPS. And I don't know how much this affects the development of the games and if it is bad for the games or good or whatever. But anyways, the problem is mainly that it is very heavy and you need to have a very good PC. Thankfully, I have a budget PC and it is very good even for these games that are based on Unreal Engine 5. And, strangely enough, Stalker 2 game, which is based on Unreal Engine 5, and it should be heavier than Titan Quest 2, which is also based on Unreal Engine 5. It is not. It runs better than Titan Quest 2 on my system. But then again, we are talking about Stalker that is already a completed game. It has received patches. And Titan Quest 2 is still in early access, so there is lots of room for improvement for Titan Quest. Hopefully This game will get improved heavily in the future. Hey Soulage, what's up? Is you there? You is there, yes. Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn is not on Unreal Engine 5. Oh, unless you mean something else. I am there is no AI. I'm just a digital sprite pretending to be human, but I'm not AI.
We spoke. I've been such a poor creature. One now.
I'll keep close eye on your feats of martial.
Fortnite to optimize Unreal Engine 5 as it belongs to them. Ah. Hey Ternoski, I'm here. Today is one of those days where I don't go the light hitting my eyes, so I don't have a lab and I'm not using the camera. Lice! Lice! What lice? Have you saved my beard? Do you think there is a chance that I will ever do such a thing? That would be like committing an actual crime, slaying someone. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Oh, too much water, no fish. No fish in the water. Do you know the rock song that says smoke in the water? Da, 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 da. They should make it say fish in the water. Who is hungry now? I'm not immortal, I'm digital sprite. Alright. White item.
Thank you, mortal. Thank you, mortal. Freedom take my us. I
Thank you.
I thank you. Okay, we have seen this scene before. Let's get out of here. That is a concert for the ghosts now. The stream has frozen for you. That was you at your phone. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I don't see here anything about technical issues on the software I'm using.
Glauca said that there's a strong source of Nemesis energy within the Ichthian Ultras to the north of here. But we're approaching the center.
Okay, let's go this way and we will see.
Be wary.
You lagged when you came outside. The dog has found rat sign. 5 rats were nesting in one of your sheds. Oh. That's bad. Some of them are hiding now in the woodpile behind the shed. So this is a war between a dog and the rats. The rat wars. I'm destroying everything. How's the weather in Greece these days? Today, for example, the weather has been great. Absolutely great. And I don't know if you saw the thumbnail. That picture is a real picture which I took today in the morning myself. Yesterday the weather was very good again. 2 or 3 days ago it was cold, cloudy skies, no sun, a little bit of rain, a tiny amount. It was truly autumn. But today was much better. Are you ill? Who, me? Actually, I have a stomach pain, but overall, I will survive. In general, the weather was awesome too. Nice. Your voice is very raspy. I don't know, I don't see any difference in my voice. And actually what I wrote in that thumbnail, it is not a joke. Where you see the arrow going, today there was too much clouds there in that area. And you couldn't really see, you know, the mountain, Olympus. But in those days where the sky is absolutely clear, you can actually see the mountain and you can see the peak of Olympus from that spot. It is not very far away. It is, I think, from my city, the mountain should be 150 kilometers. It is not that far. Nice, I have very good movement speed. Helm of Life. It must be somewhat near the Alexander the Great Memorial. The mountain? No. The place from where I took the picture is near to that memorial, yes. It is around, how many? 200 meters. The distance from that memorial should be maybe around 200 meters. Or 300, I don't know. Nice. Yeah, the place where I took the picture was about 300 meters from the memorial. But getting to the mountain from the city where I am, it should be around 150 or maybe 200 kilometers, I'm not really sure. But it is not really far away. You can get there in about 2 hours driving a car or something like that. Okay, let's go this way. Horse Lord Helm.
Carrying too much.
For the key we go that way.
Ichthyum skeletons. As if the living kind wasn't bad enough.
So, no key dropped. Nice.
We need to find a way past these fortifications to get to the Nemesis energy to the north.
No key dropped. Very nice bug. Bugs Bunny. Forget it. I don't remember. Is this a main quest? I don't even remember. The cursed passage. So guys, do you play this game these days? Or are you already bored of this game? Bug should be expected in early access. Yeah, but this is a new bug. This bug didn't exist before the latest update. This is the problem. This bug appeared after the latest update. You were interested to roam along Thessaloniki Google Maps. You also located some places you saw in your videos. Yeah, those are my favorite places in the city, I would say. There are many other very nice, very awesome places to visit, but to me it is probably that there, along the sea.
This place. The Ichthyums never stop sinking to new lows.
You are bored, you need a new mastery, did everything possible 200 hours. Don't you also wish for a net game system, Psyche, to have something repeatable to do? Ah, you played Diablo 3 because your PC cannot play. I died. I was looking at the chat that got killed. Nice. Okay. The boss shrines unless you are asking for something more. What boss shrines? Do you mean farming the bosses? No, I'm talking about the endgame system, not just farming the bosses. You prefer replayability than the optimization of classes than an actual game system. Farming bosses is a game activity, but it is not a system per se. I mean, even trying to collect great items is an end game activity if you do that after you have finished the campaign. So everything you do after you have finished the campaign is end game. You don't need the net game system to have end game, but a net game system usually makes the end game feel more I don't know, more interesting to some people at least. Or it feels like it provides more variety or whatever. This spider is going to kill me again. I don't know why. Why? Respond bosses with the shrines that feature the devil likes have, you usually have to start the game. Yes, it feels like a system they introduced. And they introduced this one because it is better this way, because you don't have to restart the whole game just to farm the same bosses. You save time this way. Continue. Wait, who, what? If they change bosses to level up and evolve and be like your nemesis system from TQ1, but all the same with shrines, would that be a game system? Yes, that would be a system, an actual system. Not necessarily maps. You can make endgame systems that you play in the maps of the campaign itself. It is not necessary to have something like Rifts of Diablo, for example. I'm burning them or hitting them with a club. I'm doing both at the same time. I'm applying burn damage, but you know, I'm dealing so much instant damage that... So, this one is burning. It is dead already. Ah. These enemies died by burn. One thing you wanted to ask for months. You wanna play bow in TQ1, which class go good with Hunter? If you got to make the most powerful possible bow build with Hunter, you'd probably go with Brigade, but your survivability will not be that good, so A very good option with Hunter is for good survivability is Nature Mastery. Another very good option is Dream Mastery. With what? Nature Mastery. Nature or Dream. For Brigade class, you go with Rogue Mastery. But if you go with Nature Mastery, you will have better survivability than going with Rogue. Yeah, Psyche, this time around I wanted to use it this way. I didn't go to use it permanently. Unfair advantage using two types of damage, physical fire, those poor masters don't know what to defend against. Yeah, the little master babies at home should wait for me to visit them and actually take care of them as well. You want pure bow. If you go with Nature Mastery, you can make pure bow. Or even if you go with Dream. You go with Nature Mastery, you use the passive skills that will keep you alive, you don't need to use anything else. Or you go with Dream Mastery and you do the same. Let's go this way. Needbow Mage. Needbow bow is amazing. Yeah.
Carrying too much.
It feels good to be out of those accursed caves.
Out of the caves. Into the jungle. So guys, what would you like the third chapter of Titan Quest to be like thematically?
No room for that. Carrying too much.
We are going to Olympus for one in chapter 3. Yeah, in the end of chapter 2, the NPC says that she will take you to Olympus. Other biome in Greece start of seeing beaches, cliffs and hills. Well, I think the developers are trying to keep the game as realistic as possible when it comes to the biomes, so who knows what the rest of the game will bring. Yeah. I'm dancing all around the shark, boy.
No room for that.
Ta-da-da. Is there no foolish swamp or desert area in Greece? Yes, of course there are swamps in Greece. I mean, don't you remember the Hydra in the swamp of Titan Quest 1? That was not an accident. Hydra in a swamp. There are lakes, there are fields, there are all types of stuff in general. There is also in one island of Greece, there is a tiny area which is the sand is like the desert of Sahara, something like that. I don't remember which island it should be in the island of Limnos, I think. I don't remember. So, hypothetically speaking, if they wanted to bring something like, you know, a desert of the style of Act 2 of Titan Quest 1, they could do it by taking you to that island. But other than that island, no, I don't think that there is anywhere else. As far as I know, there is nowhere else. Desert-like places. Does it have to be Greece too for the chapter 3? I think that the whole game will be in Greece. It looks to me like this. It seems like the whole story is based in Greek mythology anyways. Because we are two chapters in, and all we have seen is Greek stuff, so the game doesn't work like Titan Quest 1, where each act is a different mythology. So what is that? Pelty. I died again. You don't know how accurate TQ1 is to geographical Greece. Yeah, but having swamps in Titan Quest 1 is correct, because in Greece we have swamps. They could combine it with Slavic mythology if they want not to far mythological areas.
Needs
Truth is that they could do many things. The question is what they are actually planning on doing, though. What have they decided to do is what we don't know. Then poison damage. Olympus has its own depiction, which in your opinion looks much better than the real Madden in Greece. I mean, the real Madden is a real Madden, and in Olympus you don't have a mountain, you have... you have buildings upon a peak of a mountain. Da-da-da-da. Ouch. Act 3 will be in Mexico, amigos. Why specifically Mexico? Do you think anyone from ancient Greece actually climbed it and found there not to be gods? Do you know, Psyche, that on the peaks of Olympus there is a place that they call the Throne of Zeus? And in that place, on the mountain, every morning the sun hits a specific place of the mountain and you can see the face of Zeus. That is not a joke, actually. This is reality. And if you search for, there are also pictures in the internet. Now, of course, after so many thousands of years, the face cannot be absolutely clear. You know, all the time, winds, snow, rain on the mountain. You cannot have the face looking exactly as when they first created it, the face up there. The question is, who created the face and when and why? Many years ago, some people took some special cameras, professional cameras for photo shooting, and they went up to Olympus to make an experiment. The experiment was to put the camera, because that camera had an automatic detection of faces, and they made the camera scan the whole place where that face is supposed to appear. And when the camera reached that specific point where the face appears, it locked. It locked to that point. And this proved via science and technology that there is an actual face appearing there. It is not a pareidolia effect, as they call it. I think this is the word, pareidolia. So, to your question, did anyone from ancient Greece visit the mountain? Well, thousands upon thousands of years ago, people went up there and they created the face of Zeus.
Goddess. Bone warriors strong. We will
And every day in the morning, from a specific angle, if you are up to Olympus, you can see the face of Zeus.
Will you? Or will you fail
But you can see it only for a few moments, because the sun is not, you know,
as king?
doesn't stick to that place. The earth rotates, and now we have to kill the boss.
the one you seek, mistress.
Of course.
His head will be yours.
That would be the surprise to be in Mexico in Act 3. So... This big guy is a sucker. He needs to die yesterday.
True strength. You. His gift for nemesis. But I will eat broken body. Humans are weak. The goddess blesses me. Goddess.
Good riddance to that ridiculous
Eh?
Scythian kill.
Wasn't this boss supposed to drop loot after you killed it? Or maybe I don't remember right. Anyways, there is a chest there, but why do I think that this boss dropped items? Ichthyan is sombrero. Not again Ichthyan, Ternoski. Face of Zeus built when? Good idea, but how can you do such a thing? You will need to put a face of Zeus to your character. It's hard to make up new unique bosses after God of War, Hades, and Titan Quest and other games within that mythology. God of War, Πω. Did you see recently? I saw something somewhere on the internet. They are talking about making a remaster version of the first God of War game. That would be awesome. If they could remaster all old games and bring them also to PC, that would be perfect.
Need something. Be wary beyond these walls. Pirates, restless dead, Ichthians. Worse.
Have you? But I broke my leg.
I got 4 hunting trophies. Do you like my trophies?
By Artemis.
You're hopping in from buying tobacco. You started a PlayStation. That game got you to Greek mythology. You started a PlayStation. Are you what play? Which one? PlayStation 1. Makhia throwing hot tacos. Nice. Ah, God of War. The first God of War.
Lord Glaucus.
In Crete you have a mountain. You're from Crete, never Mimos. This mountain is supposed to be Zeus' head. The myth says that the one and only god fought with Zeus so he would prevail on the island. One and only god fought with Zeus so he would... What kind of myth is that? This is the first time I'm here. Yeah, what?
Pockets empty. Oh, in the mighty unknown. Pockets
Who is that one and only god who hypothetically fought Zeus and he beat Zeus? Nobody can beat the mind of the universe. Oh, this isn't real life. But it is. In real life, we play Titan Quest 2. Kratos did. Oh.
By Olympus. So, the Nemesis. Kronos. Yes, honestly. After you.
We are all the might of the universe. This is true. We are all chicken. This is true. Somos polos. Isn't that from Breaking Bad?
Stick close
It
together.
was all about which religion would prevail over the Catholic or Christianity. But Christianity didn't really prevail. Christianity is a bad, altered, twisted version of... for example, you have the Father, the Son, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. You have the Father, Zeus. You have the Son, which is, I would say, Apollo. And then you have the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, which I would say it was the goddess Athena, the goddess of wisdom. But instead of saying Apollo, I would say Hercules. And this is not an accident. Okay. Some people should do some digging to see what I'm talking about. It is just a bad copy. There is nothing original about the biblical gods and Christianity and things like this. Even the monotheism didn't come from Christianity or biblical religions. It is much older. It comes from ancient Egypt. Thousands of years before Christianity or the Bible was written and all of these things. And if I remember right, it was that Egyptian king Akhenaten or something like that, who was one of the first ones who tried to enforce monotheism back then in ancient Egypt. People don't know it, they believe fairy tales.
How does this damn rusted thing?
Parts of Christianity is proven. You are well aware, you just give you some info about a specific model. Yeah.
Can you jump over to the right and hit the release mechanism?
I have to go to the right to hit the release mechanism. Boss from TQ1 Egypt 2. I offend lots of people. I do not offend lots of people. If what I'm saying is offensive, then the truth is offensive. I'm just saying the truth. It is a fact, proven fact, that Christianity or other religions are just copies and alternative twists of other myths and legends. That's a proven fact. This is what I'm saying.
I remember the grand opening of this another closed door. Oh, that's when the priests opened them for me. Let's do the same as last time. I'll go left and pull the lever. You go left and find the release mechanism to unlock it.
First you have to go to the right, then you have to go to the left. When can we go to the middle? Proven fact is Jesus existed. That is not a proven fact. First of all, there is no actual proof that he existed. But I can give you that. Okay, he existed, so what? Hercules also existed, the son of Zeus. And do you know how we know that Hercules actually existed? If you read ancient history books, you will see that Hercules, not only did he exist, but he also, thousands of years ago, he traveled. Some Greeks with Hercules anyways, they traveled to Egypt, to Africa, they created a couple of cities there, and those cities are still there, or at least the names of the cities. I don't know if there are people living anymore there. But also Great Alexander existed, so what? And some people said that Great Alexander was the son of God, the son of Zeus. Just because Great Alexander existed doesn't mean that he was actually born by Zeus himself. You know, for real people, you can say whatever stories you want and you can believe whatever fake stories you want. Just because a person of a religion existed or exists, doesn't mean that everything that comes, all stories that come along with that person are true. There is zero proof about the existence of Jesus. This is actually the reality. But that is not even the issue here. I don't even care. I told you, I can give you that he existed, so what?
Crumbling ruins. We're cut off. You go on. I'll find a way around.
Religion is there for us to cope with death and weather. Weather. Why weather? It's a defense mechanism. You are a starter Christian. I don't know what you mean starter. You have a degree theology, so you could debate this topic furiously, but you'll refrain. You can say whatever you got.
Alone, little rat. I see you down there.
But theology is still something made up by people who got it, as Redel said, who created some fairy tales and they wanted to convince everybody else that those fairy tales are true. And theology is there only to do this thing, to try to convince everybody that fairy tales, specific fairy tales are true and other fairy tales are fake. And I'm not referring to specific theologies of specific religions. I'm talking about every type of theology that says stuff or does that thing anyways. Maybe you are Godborn, how would you know anyone does? Nobody does. I told you, I'm not a real person, I'm a digital sprite pretending to be a human. I have been saying this thing to you for years now, but nobody believes me. So I guess that you will never know. Hurricanes, floods, lightning. You started to get interested in the Bible, did good things in your life. Yeah, okay, maybe it did good things in your life. That makes sense.
You feel the same.
People believing in different gods and whatever. So to some people that did good to their lives. This doesn't mean that what they believe is true. Because if you tell me that just because something, a religion, did good to your life, then this means it is true, the religion, what you believe is true, then all religions are true. Because there have been thousands and millions of people believing each and every single religion ever existed. So, welcome to polytheism, if this is what you are trying to say.
I'm sorry. I do not love you.
That is a fact. Nobody knows exact fact. I don't know what is a fact. That it did good things in your life. Yes, I believe you. I do not disagree. Maybe. But the same can be said about all gods, all religions, and all people who believed in those religions. You believe in me, you believe you are fire. How sure are you, Tornowski? Maybe I'm truly a digital sprite. Jesus did exist. There is no proof that he existed. And I told you, I don't care if he... just because he existed doesn't mean that all stories about him being a sun god or whatever, religious stories, are true. Alexander the Great existed. They said that he was the son of Zeus. Are you accepting that he was the son of Zeus just because he existed? And this is what they said. And this is not something that common people, superstitious people said back then. This is something that when he visited Egypt, it was actual priests and actual people that back then they were top in secret knowledge. Those people said to Alexander the Great that he was the son of Zeus. Not you and me. But, of course, you don't believe that Alexander the Great was the son of Zeus. Even though you believe that Alexander the Great existed. Yeah. Oh, how can you prove you are fire?
Do you see the truth now? Are selfish
But I'm a digital sprite, I'm not fire.
power they lack the wisdom to wield. Only raising Kronos can wipe away these last cursed millennia of tyranny. The Moirai are cruel. Sending someone
Dive. It completely absorbed her attack. Praise the Moirai.
One thing is a fact, we'll get to know the truth when we pass, even if there is nothing. No, the fact is that the truth is already been told or discovered about specific things. It hasn't been proven, for example, that there is no afterlife, but it has been proven that the chances for afterlife to be real are very tiny, very small. Why? Because it has been proven scientifically that people are so much afraid of death and everything that comes with it, and also afraid of the bad things that happen in life, that they create up stories and they expect that they will live a better life somewhere else after they die. And because we are all selfish, this is how humanity works. We have animal instincts and we are selfish as a creature. We make up stories that make us feel good and make us feel like we matter much more than other creatures on this planet.
I may not be able to kill you myself, but my servants
So,
will eviscerate you.
and when it comes specifically now for specific religions that it will be proven after we die, we will find out. Again, if you do not believe in the old gods of Egypt, Greece, Sumerians, Babylonians, and whatnot, then you actually don't believe in the Bible as well, because the gods of the Bible is gods. It is not God. First of all, you should do some research to actually learn what we are talking about here. First of all, and second of all, the Bible gods come from other older religions and mythologies. There is nothing genuine. Now, that's a fact. It is factual. It is proven scientifically. And no theologian, no theology can say something to prove otherwise. For 40 years you were a non-believer, now you're glad you made the switch. It is up to you to decide whatever you want to do, do it. You live only once, that's it. Do whatever you want. So long as you are not hurting somebody else. For you, yes. It is not for me. I didn't create science. I didn't create. I didn't discover all the scientific methods that prove stuff about life, the universe, and everything, including human psychology. I just did my research and I read the old history from example Theodoros Ekelogiotis. Go read his history books, ancient Greek history. I've read books, I have seen how the world works, I have seen how we humans work, how we think, what we do in everyday life, what we do in bad and good situations, and everything becomes very clear. And also, it is not only one science, for example, let's say biology, science of biology, that disproves all the religious claims. It is archaeology, it is psychology, it is many different kinds of science that all together come and they prove, for example, what I said before, that even Christianity and all other biblical religions or not, they are just copies, altered copies of other myths and legends. And this is why you have, for example, in let's say Jesus. In most depictions of Jesus, you have a Jesus that has blue eyes and he looks like a European. Nothing like the people, the Jews of that era back then. He looks nothing like that. Or you have Plato's, do you know Plato, ancient Greek philosopher? You have Plato's ideas influencing heavily Christian ideas. Go and do some research. Έλα ρε. She killed me. He looks like someone from Palestine. Fire spinner. Or you said there, did the gods tell you? Actually, since you are asking, yes, the gods told me. Do you know which gods? For example, in ancient Greece, we have Apollo, the son of Zeus. Do you know one of the sons of Apollo? Who was it? One of the sons of Apollo was Asclepios. In ancient times, people, when they got sick, they went to places that they called Asclepio. It is from the name Asclepios, which comes from the son of Apollo. What they did there was they were practicing medical science, the science they had back then anyways, whatever they knew. And they were treating diseases of people. Those were the first ancient hospitals, you could say, in a way. So, Asclepios back then was also a god, as the son of Apollo. He was treated as a god by people because he was healing the sick. And we have some of the gods have some effects to people that they end up becoming science, like medical science, science of music. You have gods making instruments and giving instruments and teaching people to play music, for example. So the actual gods that told me those things is science. As I said before. And do you know what is the funny thing? One more proof, because you tell me that what I'm saying is not facts, and I will give you another fact that many people will not even want to admit that it is reality. According to Jesus, if you read the New Testament, Jesus says that those who believe in me, they will be able to heal everybody else. They will drink poison. Nothing will happen to them because they believe in me, and they will be able to put their heads on sick people and heal them. So perform miracles because they believe in me. The funny thing is that for thousands of years now, even if we let's say that Jesus existed and Jesus truly said that thing, okay. Even back then, when Jesus existed and said that thing, even before Jesus, even after Jesus, for thousands of years now, up to this point, let's say Christians, all those who believe in Jesus, they cannot do nothing like that. If they drink poison, they will get sick or die. If a scorpion beats them, they will get sick and die. Maybe, but they will get sick at least. And the most funny thing is that whenever a believer, not only Christian believers, but also of the biblical religions, all of biblical religions anyways, but let's talk about Christianity. The most funny thing is that even though Jesus promised those fake fairy tales, what happens? All those people who believe in Jesus, what do they do when they get sick? First of all, they get sick. And second, what do? They go to the science that comes from the god Asclepios who was the son of god Apollo, who was the son of Zeus. Now, that is super funny to me, for those who got facts about how real Christianity is. What conflicts with your religion is how on earth they built pyramids and stuff like that from you. It's mind blowing. That was very easy.
Sorry, but
That's metaphorical. It is not metaphorical to say to somebody, believe in me because I'm a god, and if you believe in me, you will be able to heal people just because you believe in me. That is not metaphorical.
Skila, wake up. I have a meal for you.
That is promising superpowers to somebody that believes in you, and you are trying to convince them to believe in you because they will get those superpowers. It is not metaphorical. It is not even a parable, as we have some parables in the New Testament. But anyways, it doesn't matter, you can believe whatever you want. As I said before, so long as you are not harming others, believe whatever you want. It is your life, do whatever you want with your life. That's not the issue. Bane of Sailors. You don't agree for the first time. That's okay. You can agree, disagree, agree to disagree, disagree to disagree, agree to agree. Let's become green. Come on, I'm clicking on... Okay. This is the final boss of chapter 2.
In the days to come,
Black Mushroom found. In Diablo 3.
in battle, this much I promise you.
I'm carrying too much. No room for that.
But Nemesis lived. A worthy task.
This is how we finish chapter 2 once again.
There. Quickly, step through to Olympus.
Step through to Olympus. Congratulations, Digital Sprite Hero! You've conquered all currently available main story quests in Titan Quest 2's early access. Your legend grows! I would like something else to grow. And the gods themselves take notice. Sfakianakis.
Need something?
Da, 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 da. 343. Da, da. She should have believed better that she would have dinner.
The Athenians just left all this gear here.
Da, 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 da. Have I talked to this one before?
You're being careful.
I have. I think I have completed all side quests except for that buggy one. This one. 3 teeth-like spikes. I also didn't open this door because I forgot to... I didn't find the fourth brazier. Can I go? What is there? Harder Nature. Yeah, go for it. Harder Nature will give you the Rager class, which is awesome. This class is awesome even for beginners and for more advanced players. It is very good. So, after all, there was nothing there. The Fred Lichthian. And this is the only side quest I couldn't complete, but that's because of that bug. If I exit to the main menu and restart, what will happen? Maybe it will fix the bug. Fire Spinner, the winner.
You have key. Come, free me.
Did you see that? The moment the game loaded the character, that Ichthian spoke to me. He's not here, he's on the other side of that cell, let's call it. Which enemy do I need to kill? This way, maybe. What is the odd chance you stumble upon the guy you follow on YouTube for Titan Quest help? Thank you, Dracul, welcome. Are you a Titan Quest fan? Give me the key, Bugs Bunny, annoying bugs. The bugs of the bunny. No! No key! I cannot find the key. Hello, Trasakas. In Ragnarok expansion in Yggdrasil, you found a bug that kills your hero instantly. Only using magic skills and not... in Yggdrasil, using magic skills, not using weapon, pass you alive. I don't remember such a bug. Does this happen against a specific enemy or in general? Against multiple enemies in that place? All enemies. No, such a thing, no. I don't remember something like that. That has never happened to me. As far as I recall, at least.
Stop sinking to new
33. Okay, I think that the only thing I have left to do with this character is to level up to level 45, which is the maximum. And actually I should go back to town and increase the levels of enemies again. And farm bosses to try to get some epic items to drop. There is nothing else I can do with this character, because I have finished all side quests of both chapters. I have finished the main campaign. So I can level up this one, max it out. Ah, this one. Which game do you like more, TQ1 or 2? I like Titan Quest 1, first of all, because it is a complete game, haha. And second, I like more the art style of Titan Quest. The second game looks awesome, it looks more realistic, which I like. But the first game looks more unique. It has its own character. It looks very unique and very beautiful, and the art style is amazing. So, I like the first one because of the art style. I like it more because... I mean, currently, the only better things that I see in Titan Quest 2 when it comes to comparisons to the first game is that we have on the masteries, we have many modifiers for each one of the skills of the masteries. That is better than the system of Titan Quest 1. And that we can farm the bosses this way by using grenades and without having to restart the game all over again. And what else? And that this game is more... the story is more detailed. Because the story of Titan Quest 2 is about the story of the character the player plays with. Whereas the story of the first game is not so detailed because it is more generic. It is a hero from Greece that goes to save the... He is chasing after the Telkins and then the Titan to try to save the world. It is not really personal. The story of Titan Quest 2 is more personal to the the hero of the story anyways. What else is there to say? I also like the controls of the first game much more than the second game. I like that the first game, every single mastery, or almost every single mastery, provides at least one pet. In this game, in Titan Quest 2, we don't have any pets at all for now. 4 masteries, 0 pets. That is very bad in my opinion. And then we get into more detailed mechanics of the games, where we have many things in Titan Quest 1 that I prefer over Titan Quest 2. For example, Titan Quest 2, we don't have shield mechanics. Shields are just items that provide you with some armor. In Titan Quest 1, shields are actually both weapons and items that you use to block damage, actually block damage and do stuff, attack with the skill, use it as a weapon. And it is much better, in my opinion, this way. In Titan Quest 1 we have artifacts, we have set items, we have components. In this game, this is why I'm saying that it is not really fair to compare the games, because maybe this game in the end will have some other systems that will be even better than the components of the first game. But we are comparing now what we have. For what we have right now. What we have right now is this early access of the game, and for now Titan Quest 1 is better. There are many reasons why it is better. Would a remaster of TQ1 be a good idea? Would a remaster of TQ1 be a good idea? Titan Quest 1 needs a remaster because the game engine is outdated, and it needs an update at least to the game engine itself, and it needs bug fixing. But do I think that this will ever happen? No. Titan Quest 1 is dead, in my opinion. I don't know, but to me it feels like it is dead. Do you like all skill scripting? Yeah, this is another issue. I don't have a problem to have the option to make critical based builds with many different skills criting. So long as the critical damage is not so much more powerful than the non-critical damage builds, that it forces you actually to make critical damage builds all the time. But I want it to be optional again. I like very much that in Titan Quest 1 critical damage exists, it is very powerful, but you have to work around it. It is optional and it is not the main mechanic of the game, to put it this way. For example, in games like Diablo 3, critical damage has always been the main thing. 90% of the builds have been, the most powerful builds have been, 95% I would say, have been all about critical damage. There are some builds you can make in Diablo 3 that are not critical damage based, but then there are very few builds. Thankfully, Titan Quest 1 we don't have such an issue, and thankfully so far from what I see in this game we don't have such an issue, because most of the builds I have made so far, they don't really utilize critical damage, and they are becoming powerful, at least for the content that we have. So if they can have very good balance around critical builds and non-critical builds, I'm okay. But if the critical builds are so OP that they actually force you to go with that one, then I have a problem. Financially horrible decision. Yeah, Psyche. Financially, Titan Quest 1 Remaster is a very horrible decision. Making content for Titan Quest 1 is an absolute horrible decision, financially. I have been saying this for a long time, and it is true that making content for Titan Quest 1 for so many years, after a point it became, at least from a financial point of view, for this channel it became the graveyard or the gravestone of this channel. If you want to go with good finances, you will have to make some decisions that will make you push away things that do not really help you reach a point or a goal that you have.
you seen?
This is the main reason why I don't think that we will ever get any more expansions or even a remaster for Titan Quest 1. Because financially it wouldn't make sense for the company to do such a thing for such an old game that they know that it is not like World of Warcraft where you already have millions of players, active players, and if you make a new expansion, you know that at least you will make the money you invested into making that expansion, you will take it back and you will make a little bit of profits at least. It is a very huge risk for a company for such a game to, at this point in time, to go and create a remaster or new expansions. Now, is there no chance that they would ever do something like that? I have no idea. Maybe there is a chance. You never... you can... yeah. Can you really say?
Magical to help you out.
Talismans and shields, nothing, no items. What to buy? Let's pick up the Hiton, trade it, and call it a night. You take the Q1 formula design, it goes to Grim Dawn, they made everything use offensive ability. Yeah, which is something that I don't like in Grim Dawn, and I have said that many times. The game became a route chance to hit at critting, yes. I think that Grim Dawn is a masterpiece of a game, but it has its own flaws, and this is one of the flaws. I'm all about balance, even when it comes to mechanics. If you can give me the critical damage mechanic, but have very good balance between non-critical and critical damage bits, then I'm okay with that. But I have a problem with games, or with the critical damage anyways on games, that is the top thing in the game. At games like this is Diablo 3, I like very much Diablo 3, but this is a problem of Diablo 3. This is a problem of Grim Dawn, which I think it is a fucking masterpiece of a game. And I guess that this is also a problem with Diablo 4, maybe, I don't remember. Maybe it is also with Diablo 4. Yeah, the new expansions for TQ1 are amazing, and I would like to get more. But I don't see that happening because it wouldn't make sense financially for the company. But don't worry, if I ever win the lottery, if I win $100 million through the lottery, I will make a studio, video game studio myself, and I will collaborate with that company, and I will remake for free, all remaster for free Titan Quest 1, and I will make new expansions for free. This company will have to pay $0 to me. I will do it all for free. And I will give the code to the company to release it and make money out of that content. I wouldn't make money, I would just create the content. Don't do it for free. Why not? If I if I win 100 million euros, for example, from the lottery, I can spend 20 million euros to do that. I don't care. I will still have 80 millions left. I will invest the rest of the money on other types of business, and I will keep a couple of millions in my personal bank account. After all, to me personally, I can live the rest of my life with only 500,000 euros in my bank account. So, guys, if you want to help me reach that goal, 500,000 euros on my bank account, you know what to do. Become a member on my YouTube channel, or subscribe on Twitch, or donate something, or become a Patreon. We have options for you to help me to become a half millionaire, not a millionaire, half millionaire. Which will never happen if you, even if you donate, but we are just saying now. At least I will have a reason to keep making content if I get some support. Best of wishes. Yeah, thank you. Psyche, I don't know why games lean into critical damage. Maybe it is easy for developers to balance the game around critical, because if you balance the game around the top mechanic, one single top mechanic in a game, then you know that every player will go for that mechanic, and it is easy to balance the game this way. Because you will have to balance it only around one mechanic. But if you have 200 different mechanics, then balancing the game around all those things is much more complicated. And, but I don't know, it is just a theory. What if every donation went towards a lottery ticket? Psyche, in that case you would be wasting your money, you would be making rich those lottery companies. You have a jacket and you have millions of euros in your jacket. Oh, that jacket should be very happy and very heavy.
Oh, she was out there.
Lord Glycos told us.
There are pirates and monsters everywhere. I'm glad to
So, pierce damage, critical hit chance. Maybe I should make a new build for this item and pierce damage at critical chance. 43% increased critical hit chance. Of course, when it says increased, this is not necessarily a good thing, because, for example, if your build currently has 1% critical hit chance, and you equip this item, this will give you 43% increased critical hit chance. It will not give you 43% plus the 1% on your build, 44%. It will give you 43% increase of the 1, which means the 1% critical hit chance will go up to 1.43. But you can make a very good build with this. This is why I kept this one, to make build. Maybe I will make a build, I don't know. So guys, this is going to be it for tonight's lesson about Titan Quests or Titan Quest Anniversaries Zero Future. Add critical damage based mechanics. So, I'll be back to stream again tomorrow on Saturday. I don't know what I will stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream some Hellgate London again, or maybe I will continue on Titan Quest to something. We will see, I don't know. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Have a good one. Enjoy your today is Friday. Yeah. Enjoy your Friday. I'll see you tomorrow, probably.